Back to sci-fi. I mentioned Dread earlier. Not the. There we go. A more modern movie, Hardcore, also known as Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I read about it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of impressive that it's all in first person.
Does it work as an entire movie?
Yeah.
The first person.
Yeah, I think it kind of does.
Interesting. And that's an interesting experiment.
It's not the perfect way to record a movie, but I liked it. And it has humor that's related to video games or stuff that's kind of familiar from video games. Like they're at one point they're like staring down at a staircase, and they're like, you can't see them, but you can hear them. Maybe you should throw a hand grenade. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally like from a tutorial from a first-person shooter. Something typical you would hear from that. But it has a lot of sci-fi elements with a flying city or something like that they're jumping out of it in the beginning, and a guy with psychic powers, and another guy with multiple clones of himself that he possesses one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good stuff. A really raw movie though. So. And then we come to my favorite Christian Bale movie, or favorite Christian Bale action movie.
I think I know what this one is. It's a movie I haven't seen, but my best friend talked about it.
And the movie is?
Equilibrium.
Yeah, Equilibrium.
Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that has one. It had like the coolest action scenes that I had seen at the time. I don't know if it holds up, but I'm aiming to rewatch it.
Okay.
Because I watched that, and then I watched Batman Begins, and I was like, yeah, this is actually cooler than Equilibrium. But then I listened to a pod, and they looked at, and then they like talked down about the action in Batman Begins, and I was like, oh, so if Batman Begins wasn't that good, maybe Equilibrium wasn't that good.
Oh, I see.
So I guess I have to rewatch both of them.
Yeah.
Favorite Jet Li movie?
I haven't seen a lot of Jet Li. I haven't seen a lot of Asian cinema. I've seen some.
No, Jet Li has a lot of Chinese movies from pre the 90s, I guess, but then he came to the States, so there's a lot of American movies with Jet Li in them, and this would be one of them. It's known here in Europe as Danny the Dog, and I think overseas at America it's known by the name of Unchained.
I have seen the trailer for that movie.
Yeah. I think the first time I saw it, I thought it was a lot better than it actually was, because his fighting is he doesn't use kung fu fight moves in it, because he's supposed to be just a brawler that fights like a dog.
Okay.
So the moves aren't as impressive or like as artistic as they sometimes are in kung fu movies. It's more like clumsy but fast fight punches.
Okay.
And last sci-fi movie team, Kurt Russell. Best action movie with Kurt Russell. What could that be?
I'm thinking you're gonna say Escape from New York.
No, but that is a good guess.
Okay.
I actually like the Escape from LA more, I think.
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
It's the sequel. But it, yeah. I might have to rewatch both of those as well one day. Nah, my favorite action movie with Kurt Russell would be Soldier.
Yeah. Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the action sequences in that, and kind of the whole story as well.
I've seen that movie once on TV, so I don't really remember it. I have seen it.
Yeah,
I don't remember the action.
yeah. And that's the last one of the sci-fi thing. Well, I think you could say best action movie with Clive Owen. Have you heard of the movie Shoot 'Em Up?
I have heard of that movie. I think I've seen some of it. I think my best friend loved it when it came out.
Yeah, yeah. I was watching a YouTube video, and they were nominating, I think, the 50 best action movies, and Shoot 'Em Up didn't make the list because they thought that John Woo did it better with Hard Boiled.
Okay.
I haven't seen Hard Boiled, so I can't really compare the
Mm-hmm,
two. But I know I liked the Shoot 'Em Up because it was basically all action and no story. Well, there's story there, but it's mostly just small pieces between the action. And it has one of the best sex scenes in the movie as well.
I've heard
Like
of it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, they start having sex, and then the bad guys come in. So while he's trusting her, he's also shooting the bad guys.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Who thought of that? I think they build around. I think they just build the whole movie around that scene.
No, they got other couple of cool stuff in the movie. Guns that are what do you call it? Fingerprint locked.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, like in Skyfall with James Bond.
Did they have that in Skyfall?
Yeah, he has a personal locked gun.
Yeah, speaking of Skyfall, that's also in the list.
Really? I was so close to putting it on my list. I was so close.
Yeah, I put it there together with Casino Royale.
I have Casino Royale?
Yeah. Because the parkour chase or... yeah. That's...
I was
don't
thinking...
Sorry. Yeah, I think I like Skyfall because, you know, it's a new invention. They call it a radio.
Oh yeah, I saw that scene today on YouTube. I want to check out some Skyfall stuff, so I saw that scene.
I remember liking the action, but I don't remember any of it being particularly eye-catching.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And these are, it's kind of hit and miss with Daniel Craig Bond movies because Casino Royale, one of the best Bond movies ever made. Then Quantum of Solace, cared less.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't know. Maybe I'll need to rewatch it. And then they made Skyfall.
Yeah,
It again.
Yeah.
And then Spectre, and I was like,
I don't understand what went wrong because they have this pattern. Casino Royale, great. Quantum of Solace, crap. Skyfall, great. Spectre, not crap, but boring.
Yeah.
So boring and like hollow, shallow. I don't know what you call it.
It doesn't have anything that sticks out.
Because
it doesn't have a parkour action set or a radio.
I love Q and James Bond when they meet in Skyfall. It's so fun because all they do is bicker.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Oh, so fun.
I basically remember it's called the radio, that movie, and it's enough to make it my list.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
So
can I have to ask you real quick? Are you excited for the new movie? No Time to Die.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. It was one of my most anticipated movies of last year.
Oh, last year, yeah. The trailer was released over a year ago.
Yeah, but it's in cinema now.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's got
because I was like, whoa, it's on cinema now.
Yeah, and it's got good reviews, so I wanna see it.
Yeah, I've been working this week, so I haven't gotten around to it yet. But maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Soldier, Demolition Man, Then in the Dog, Rita Equilibrium, Aliens, Hardcore. Have you heard of a Cage?
No.
And Nicolas Cage.
Yes. I thought you meant a movie called A Cage. Yes, I've heard of Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. He did a lot of action, or some action. Do you have any favorites there?
I think I'm gonna have to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to say Face Off, but I don't really like Face Off. But it's a very much an action movie.
Yeah, I was thinking about Face Off because that's directed by John Woo as well.
Exactly, yeah, and it feels like it's the most action movie he's done. Because all I can think of is Ghost Rider and National Treasure. No, my God, I have one on my list. I have one on my list. I have a Nicolas Cage action movie on my list. It's my number 2.
Is it The Rock?
Yes, it's The Rock. My God, yeah. I'm so stupid. The Rock.
I have The Rock, but there's a movie that's, yeah, in some ways I would want to claim that it's better than The Rock, but it's hard to say that something's better than The Rock. So maybe it's not better than The Rock, but dang, it's good.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What is it?
Con Air.
Con Air. Oh,
yeah.
My brain is not with me today. Yes, of course.
Put
Con Air.
Danny back in the box.
Yeah. Now I have a weird relationship to Con Air because I saw The Rock and I loved it, and then I was a kid. I don't know how much I was a kid. And then I heard of Con Air, and I think I saw trailers or the DVD cover of Con Air, and I was like, ooh. And my mom told me it was fun because she loves action movies. So my mom introduced me to The Rock and T2 and these movies. And then Con Air looked great. I thought the premise sounded great, but I was never really a fan of Con Air. When I saw it finally, I wasn't really a fan.
I think The Rock is a better package as a whole, but it doesn't have the line "Put the bunny back in the box."
And it's glorious.
Also, it doesn't have a scene where Nicolas Cage walks angrily at the what is called
John Malkovich.
Yeah. What was his name?
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich. And gets shot like 3 times and just keeps on walking. He's like, that didn't hurt. Have you seen how big my muscles are? Bullets don't stop me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nicolas Cage in the 90s. He was on a roll. He did The Rock, and then he did Face Off and Con Air in the same year, 97. Face Off and The Rock the same year. That's crazy. No, wait, I mean Face Off and Con Air. Whatever. Same year. That's crazy. And The Rock the previous year.
Yeah.
Great.
He did a lot of... well, yeah, he was making big money and he was in the big movies back in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like an upcoming biggest star ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he was big.
And then he ran out of money and started making every movie he could get his hands on.
Yeah, exactly. He started making every movie. Yeah.
Like, what? You don't make 6 movies a year?
Exactly. I really did like the National Treasure movies because you could feel like a transition, like, okay, Nicolas Cage is going to transition into more family-friendly stuff, but that's still action or still action oriented. And then around the time he made The Sorcerer's Apprentice, around 2010, I was like, I'm ready to give up on Nicolas Cage right now. Because it just went, you can feel the spiral going down on the kinds of movies he's in.
Have you seen Mandy yet?
No, I haven't seen Mandy. There's so many stuff I haven't seen. It sounds good.
Also, Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass, yes, he did. Then yes, he rose a bit with Kick-Ass.
Yeah, because I know he's a big comic book geek. So the scene where he's screaming to what's it called, Kill Girl or whatever, Hit Girl. Yeah, he's screaming all these code names to her, like switch to Robin's Revenge, switch to Kryptonite. Yeah, I bet he loved doing that scene because it seems like a big geeky moment for him.
Yeah, I think it's weird that he hasn't shown up in more superhero stuff. He was in Ghost Rider, he was in Kick-Ass, and he was gonna play Superman in that Tim Burton movie. That I'm so sad that movie got canceled. I mean, what world would we be in today if he was Superman?
So is Mandy the Nicolas Cage movie that you would like to see most?
Mandy? At the moment, I think so. Yeah, I don't think I have that much interest for other Nicolas Cage stuff right now.
Yeah, because I'm missing one of his older ones that I really want to see.
Okay, which one is
and that? Would be, I think it's Kiss of a Vampire.
Oh yeah, that movie. I've heard of that movie. Vampire's Kiss.
It's Vampire's Kiss, yeah. I never get the title right.
Yes, I understand.
I think I know what the title is.
It's about him thinking he's a vampire, right? It's not actually being a vampire, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air. I think it leans towards the stuff being all in his mind.
Okay.
But the movie doesn't make it perfectly clear, so there's like a chance that he actually is turning.
Okay.
I think it's the way the movie presents it, but I'm not sure.
Interesting in that case.
So what other action movie stars are there left?
Do you want me to give an answer, or just?
Oh, do you have any actors?
Yes. Let me check my list just for that. But one is
because I got two movies left.
Okay. Yeah.
They're both connected to two actors. So would you care to guess again on an actor?
I'm thinking it's a Bruce Willis thing.
Bruce Willis. Want to guess what movie with Bruce Willis?
Die Hard 1.
Yeah.
That's on my list as well.
I think it's Die Hard. I'm not sure if it's Die Hard 1 or Die Hard 2, but I remember there's like one action scene. He's fighting the bad guys, and they both lose their guns. And one of the guns lands on like the last step on an escalator, but they're on the second floor. So he has to like crawl over to the escalator and push it on to move the gun up to him. And then he grabs the gun and shoots the guy. And I'm like,
ooh. I wonder if that's the second in the airport.
Kind of feels like an escalator. But there could have been one in Skyscraper as well.
It could have been, but since I don't really remember that moment, I'm going to go ahead and guess it's the second movie because I haven't seen that one as much.
But the first one's good as well.
I love Die Hard 1. Yeah. I actually really like Die Hard 3 a lot, but 1 is a classic.
Yeah, I kind of missed the Christmas theme from the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't beat ho, ho, ho. Now I got a machine gun.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I like the fourth one. Actually.
I do too. I heard
Haven't seen the fifth one yet, but
Oh, the fifth one is just garbage. The fifth one is worse than Quantum of Solace, I think. It's just garbage. But I saw a review about the fifth one, I think, and then they said that this makes you realize that the fourth one was actually pretty genius. It had some great action in it. But I really like the fourth one. A lot of people crapped on the fourth one when that one came out, but then the fifth one came out. People like, okay, the fourth one is actually well crafted. It's actually a good action movie.
yeah, and the fourth one, it was kind of a misclick for me because I was watching. I had started watching Jackie Chan movies and Jet Li movies. You know, stuff where you see like the action hero do all this cool kung fu stuff. And in that one, well, Bruce Lee, he can't do kung fu.
No.
He's like an old man by the early 2000s, so he's kind of too old to master those moves and put in the work for it, I guess. And also his body's probably getting old by that point.
Yeah.
So, but they had a kung fu action by the villains, and I was like, yeah, the villains are doing kung fu, and he's supposed to defeat those. It's like, you can't defeat Jet Li.
Yeah, it's fun. I know what you mean.
Jet Li would beat Bruce Willis' ass 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis would only win if it was the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was what I was saying anyhow, because it's 5 times a week.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Anything more you want to add about Die Hard, or should we move on to the next one?
We can move on.
So that's the third one of your 5 movies, and I only have 1 movie left, connected to an action star by the name of.
I'm guessing you're gonna say, well, I actually have 2 names I think you're gonna say, but
Okay.
The one I believe the most is Keanu Reeves.
No.
Okay, then I have my second name, Will Smith.
No.
Then I don't know.
A way older action star, actually.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
And the movie is, of course,
Dirty Harry.
no. Pretty good, though. Pretty good guess.
Is it one of his westerns?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is it Unforgiven?
No.
No. Is it Pale Rider?
No, really?
I don't know. I haven't seen many of his westerns.
I actually thought I chose the most obvious one. It's The
Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I haven't seen it. I'm a bit behind.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. I think it's the best Western movie that I've seen at all.
Okay. Interesting.
So, and I don't know. Do I need to explain why?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know it's a classic. Sergio
Have you seen
Leone.
a lot of Westerns?
Sorry, have I seen?
Have you seen a lot of Westerns?
I have not a lot. I've seen some. I do like westerns. I've seen 3:10 to Yuma, Back to the Future Part 3, and I've seen Unforgiven. I don't remember. I have seen some.
Yeah.
I like West.
Have you seen Once Upon a Time in the West?
Once Upon a Time in the West. No,
Yeah.
Is that also Sergio Leone?
Yeah, I think it was.
I've seen the DVD cover of that.
Yeah, it's with Charles Bronson and is it Henry Ford? I think
Maybe.
it's one of the Fords. I don't know if it's Peter or Henry Ford.
Oh, Fonda. Fonda. You mean Henry or
Oh,
Peter Fonda? Henry Ford is a director, I think, and John Ford. But now that you say that, I have seen Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I have seen that. I do like
I've
that.
seen parts of that movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and there's one that I really want to see again. Well, I haven't seen it in its entirety once, but I've seen like the end part of it. I think Tombstone.
You know what? I'm gonna see Tombstone. I have it on Disney Plus in my queue because I'm gonna see that because I saw a
Oh.
video about it, and it sounded really good.
It's an old Fox movie, or
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a Fox. Or no. It's. I think it's made by Hollywood Pictures, and they are like a sister company to Disney. They also made The Rock. They also made The Rock.
dang
All right,
it.
you're not a Disney guy. You're not a Disney guy. I
I
forgot.
want to support a Disney movie.
No, it's not Disney directly. Not directly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But-
have seen Wyatt Earp, but with Kevin Costner. I have seen that one.
Yeah, that's kind of similar. I think.
They released simultaneously.
Wyatt Earp is a character in Tombstone, isn't he?
Yes. It's like
He's played by Kurt Russell there.
exactly. It's like with Deep Impact and Armageddon. They made 2 movies around the same time, and they released like a year apart. Bit competitive.
Yeah. Anyhow, Once Upon a Time in the West. It was a movie that I saw. Like I bought it on DVD around the 2000s when DVDs were coming out, and I watched it, and I didn't like it back then. But I was younger. I wanted more action. It had story and stuff, I guess, which I didn't care about as much back then. But I don't know. Nowadays, action is it's nice, but you actually care about story these days.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes, and that completes my list. And you have, let's see, Die Hard was on your list.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was that the 4th one, or was that that was the 3rd one?
Yes, the 3rd one.
Yeah. So you have 2 movies left.
Wait a minute. Wait, wait. T2.
Yeah.
The Rock. Did you have The Rock? Because I have The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock, Casino Royale. Oh, Die Hard.
Die Hard 4. Yeah, but it was the 4th.
So we have a 5th movie left.
Yes, my list. I have.
Is it Independence Day with Will Smith?
What the heck? Well, I have 2 more movies after that, actually. But
no,
wait.
Yeah.
No, wait. Wait. Okay, I'm confused. I'm gonna go back. We had T2, The Rock, Die Hard, Independence Day, and Aliens. We had 5 movies in common, and I have 1.
Oh yeah.
And I have 2.
Casino Royale wasn't on your list.
Sorry.
No, Casino Royale almost made it to your list.
Oh no, I have Casino Royale. Skyfall almost made it. I have Casino Royale.
Oh. So that's 6 movies.
T2, The Rock, Die Hard, Casino Royale, and Aliens. 5. We have 5 in common.
Yeah, plus Independence Day.
Yeah. I have Independence Day. Did you also have Independence Day?
No, I didn't have Independence Day.
Okay. And I have 2 more movies. That's my list. I only have those movies. Yeah, so Independence Day, definitely. It's on the list because I loved it. I saw it as a kid a bunch of times. I love the action. I love the epic scope. I love the a disaster movie. I like disaster movies a lot. So I thought, I loved it. And as a kid, it felt like a really character-driven movie. But as an adult, you realize it's not really really character driven. They are more stereotypes, but I really loved the characters as a kid. And the mix of characters. You have the Jeff Goldblum and the Bill Pullman and the Will Smith and Judd Hirsch. I love it. Okay, yeah, and that's the one. And now I only have 2 movies left on. I am confused. No, I have 1 more movie after that.
Yeah.
My list consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. Yes. Sorry for the confusion.
You mentioned Will Smith. He was in that.
Yeah.
But Keanu Reeves.
No, no, I have this. I have not hinted at this movie.
Oh.
So it's my last one is an unhinted movie. It's an action movie, but it's mainly a comedy.
That doesn't tell me much.
See if you see it. I'm gonna give you 1 more hint, maybe 2. It's
wait.
Okay.
Does it have to do with cars?
No.
So it's not the Cannonball Run.
No, it's not the Cannibal Run. It's not a Hollywood production, but they do speak English. But it's not American.
So British production? John English?
No, but not a bad guess, but not Johnny English.
The sequel?
No, not Johnny English 2 or 3.
Is the 3rd one?
No, there is a 3rd one. Yeah, there is. They made a trilogy.
Have you seen the John English trilogy?
Awesome, man. No, it's about cops. It's a cop movie. It's a buddy cop movie. British buddy cop movie.
British buddy cop, Hot Fuzz?
Yes! It's Hot Fuzz. I love that freaking movie.
Yeah, I saw it in one of the some top action movie list as well on internet. So you're not the only one that thinks that it's good. And the funny. Did you know that Bond is in that movie?
Timothy Dalton. Yeah.
I had no clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like looking up Timothy Dalton the other day, and I was like, oh, he was in that? Oh yeah, he plays the bad. And I think that's kind of familiar because I was like, yeah, Timothy Dalton. He's been in The Living Daylights, License to Kill, Flash Gordon, and that's about it. But no. He's also been in Hot Fuzz, and I've seen him for 2 whole freaking seasons without having a clue in the Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah. And I'm like, the only famous guy from here is in this movie is Brandon Fraser when we have Bond sitting in a wheelchair all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, yeah, I love Hot Fuzz. I think the comedy is just brilliant. I love Edgar Wright, and the writing is fantastic, and I love how they play with the action tropes and the genre. And they say it's a mix-up of Midsummer Murders and Lethal Weapon. It's such a perfect description.
Yeah. Well, I think I really need to rewatch that one because I think the humor would actually agree with me better now than it did back when I watched it the first time. Because first time I watched it, and I'm like, yeah,
okay,
not fun.
okay.
But I love the Shaun of the Dead that I've seen. Like,
oh yeah.
And when you see Shaun of the Dead and then you watch Hot Fuzz and you're like, yeah, Shaun of the Dead is funnier, right?
Yeah, that's the funny thing that I have debated this with my friend. My friend Christopher, he saw Hot Fuzz first, and he liked it a lot. And then he saw Sean, and he was a bit disappointed. I saw Sean first, loved it. I saw Hot Fuzz. I wasn't disappointed, but I thought it's not as good. But over the years, I have actually started to appreciate Hot Fuzz a bit better than Shaun of the Dead, even though I love them both. I just love how Hot Fuzz is jam-packed of story, references, joke, action, and on a technical level, I love Edgar Wright's directing. It's so clever, the way he frames a scene, the way he plants hints, and the way they write. Not only is the writing fun, the technical aspects of the filmmaking is fun. How they hide stuff in the filmmaking that you can't see on the first viewing. You have to see it a couple more times to really get it. And he does that a lot in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Lots of technical filmmaking stuff that, like, yeah, you're not going to notice it the first time. So I love that.
Yeah.
About Hot Fuzz. Like there's some musical cues to Timothy Dalton's character to hint about his motives or something. The people die in Hot Fuzz, and then what is it? I think there's Timothy Dalton drives by, and there's like a different song playing in the background on his radio in the car that reflects the death that happened. I don't know what it is. It's so funny, like that. Stuff like that. Everything is so detailed and planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of cool.
It's cool. I love his directing style. Did you see Baby Driver?
No, I haven't seen Baby Driver yet. That's also Edgar Wright.
Yes.
Yeah. But have you seen the third Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
World's End. Where would you say it stands in the trilogy?
I'm gonna place it last.
Really?
I have a weird relationship to World's End because I've seen it like maybe 3 or 4 times now, and I like parts of it, but something about it doesn't click for me. It doesn't hold up for me and to the same level as Sean or Hot Fuzz. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I would say it's second place.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because Hot Fuzz and actually we might want to stop here and save the rest for another episode.
We can do that. Yeah.
If we're going to do comedy next, especially, we should do that.
Yeah.
And I think we're running kind of long on time as well.
Yeah, we are. We can. It's a good break. I'm getting tired as well. So tired on this weekdays. Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah.
We can do comedies next. Absolutely. Okay, so we had. Okay. What did you say?
Did you say King of Comedy?
No, we could do comedy.
Oh yeah.
But so all in all, I had a list of 7 movies, and we had 5 in common.
Yeah. And my list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 movies.
So you can see that you did take 20 minutes at least to think about this, and I took about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Good. But that's good. We got a fun discussion out of this.
Yeah.
And
hey, may I do a, what do you call it? Shameless
plug?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I can phrase it like this. HarriHaffi, where can people find you?
Well, people can find me on YouTube on my HarriHaffi channel. And particularly, if you want more action, I have this thing where I watch movies according to a theme every month. And this month, my theme happens to be action.
Ah, nice.
So next month in November, there will be an episode of Haffi's Monthly Movie Report featuring action movies.
That's awesome.
I'm having an actiony October because October is famous for having action movies.
No,
What other genre could you watch in October than action?
I don't know. Christmas movies.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that action is like the scariest genre of movies you could watch in October as well.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
That's great. So, yeah, definitely check
In
out.
Sweden, we don't know what Halloween is.
No, we don't have Halloween in Sweden. No, definitely check out HarriHaffi's channel. It's a fun watch. I like your videos a lot. I'm looking forward to your action video.
Oh, and check out the rest of Rasmus' channel. There's fun stuff there. There's like other episodes of our pod.
Yeah.
Most of them in Swedish.
Yeah.
And all you have to do to watch them is learn Swedish.
Yeah, that's all we ask. Just take a course.
But as a little helper, we're gonna have. I think we should give them a little kick in the right direction. So a little Swedish word for you, and the word is fika, which in English would be, yeah, there's no real English word to it. Nope. So good luck with that.
Perfect. Lesson number 1, fika. There's no word for it.
It's basically coffee, but it doesn't have to include coffee. Just have the bun and some soft drink.
Yeah. Awesome. Yes. So thank you, all of you, for watching. And if you have any recommendation for us about an action movie we haven't seen or talked about, feel free to leave us a comment down below. It would be awesome to read your thoughts.
Leave us a comment.
Yeah. So thank you to you, HarriHaffi. Thank you to you, the viewers, and thank you, HarriHaffi, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.